You know, it looks like I'm actually getting to the point where even I think I need to shave here. Looks a little, I just can't grow a proper beard. It's just patchy and looks weird and stuff. But it's cold here in the winter in Montana and it's like snowing outside. And if I shaved, it would be very cold. You know, I go outside a lot walking my dog Georgie, who's sitting at my feet right now. And if I shave, my face would just get super cold. So I'm struggling with that. But that is not why we're here today. So let's say you are one of the awesome people that has taken action. You've actually bought a hosting package, you created a website, you published some content, and you're trying to get this side project, this side hustle going. But there's no traffic to your site yet. You're just waiting. You've published content, you're doing the stuff that you're supposed to do, but no one's showing up yet. So in this video, we're gonna talk about what to do when your rankings are stuck or when you need to improve rankings for a particular post. So let's talk about that now. Let's say you have an Amazon affiliate niche site and you're trying to rank for a keyword, but it's not ranking yet. What do you do? That's what we're gonna answer in this video today. What's up? My name is Doug Cunnington. I talk about Amazon affiliate marketing and project management. Today, we're gonna talk about what to do when you have a keyword that's stuck. And let's face it, this has probably happened to everyone. I remember when I first got started with my very first niche site, I thought, hey, I'm gonna publish good content. I'm gonna build some links, and you know what? I think my content's better than the other, competitors out there. I think my links are better, and I think I've done a better job overall. My site looks better, but it still wasn't ranking higher. So what gives? I'm gonna go over 3 scenarios, and even if you are an experienced niche site owner, I think you'll probably get a couple good ideas out of this, because there's always some tweaks that you can do. And if you're brand new and you just started your site in the last, say, month to about 6 months or so, you definitely will need to pay attention to the first couple items. And then, of course, you'll grow and your site will be more established in the future. You'll be able to take advantage of some of the more advanced techniques once your site is well established. So number 1, the first scenario is your site's new. Let's say your site is under 6 months old. So turns out every single site at some point in time was under 6 months old. So you're in good company. Even big sites started, sort of slowly, and they started small. Don't worry about it. The number 1 thing you have to remember is be patient. Now, I did a video with a friend of mine named Rob Atkinson. We talked about the 1,000-day rule. I'll put a link to that, but the idea of the 1,000-day rule is from the Tropical MBA. Dan Andrews came up with the idea. It's quite popular if you search around for people talking about it and thinking about it. It's quite common. And what happens is roughly in the first third, the first 300 days or the first year, you are kind of impatient. When you look back, once you're past that first year, you realize that you were indeed impatient. So I know if you're in that first year period, if you have a site that's young, you're probably thinking, hey, I'm working hard, I'm doing the right things, my content's better, I believe I'm doing a good job, and I'm trying really hard. Trust me, if you are just patient, usually you'll be able to pull through. And you probably don't believe me if you're in that period, but if you are beyond it, in fact, let me know in the comments if you are in the first year of working online, working on your niche site. Let me know, say, hey, I'm in my first year. Or if you're beyond the first year, let me know that too. And I guess provide some support and advice. Let the whole community know if you're past the first year or so and you were able to be patient and push through, and let me know where you're at now. The thing that you can remember is there is a Google Sandbox, right? So this is a potentially mythical thing, but it seems like most sites, if you start a site, if you register the domain, you start publishing content, you start promoting the site through, say, blog commenting and guest posting, you'll get a little bit of traffic. And then something magical happens when you hit the 6-month point. A lot of times it's almost to the day, and your traffic will start going up a little bit higher and then higher and higher. And it happens time and time again. I've seen it on my sites, I've seen it on my student sites, and just anecdotally across the internet, you hear about this sandbox. So I believe the sandbox is a real thing. So if you can push through the first 6 months, like some cool stuff is gonna happen. Along with the patience and understanding that 6-month sandbox period, the other thing you have to do is stick with the plan. So I hope, if you're watching this channel, I hope you've checked out some of the other material and you understand that it's good to have a plan. It's good to have, a project plan on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish across a timeline, and you should have some plan that you're working on. You should have a task list, all that kind of stuff. And if you haven't gotten a hold of that stuff yet, you can go to nichesiteproject.com, click the green button, sign up for the email list, and you'll get basically all my templates. The task list is there, and there's some other useful tools as well. The point is, continue with the plan. So in the first 6 months, you need to keep doing work. Probably not every single day, but if you could do, say, 5 days a week or so, about an hour a day, like that is a significant investment in time. And additionally, that effort each day will help you get closer to the goal. Can you cram it all in 1 month? Probably not. There's something magical that happens when you work on something day after day, week after week for a long period of time. I'm not sure why. Part of it is probably mental, and then the other part is, steady progress towards something usually works out well. Scenario 2 is past the 6-month period. So we're talking like 6 months to about like a year or so. So it's still sort of a younger site. Maybe you have a decent amount of content. It's not necessarily huge, and you're still, on the uptick, after that Google Sandbox period. This is where we start getting into some of the specific techniques. So the number one thing you can do is add more content. Now, you can add more content to existing posts. This is a great technique. What I like to do is go over to a tool like SEMrush. I'll put a link below, an affiliate link if you want to check that out. But you can see what pages are ranking, and you can see the keywords that you're ranking for certain pages, right? So why does that matter? Here's what you can do. Let's say you have a post that it's getting, say, the majority of your traffic. Go check out that specific URL on SEMrush, and then you'll see the other keywords that you're ranking for. Now, you can also do this in the Search Console as well. The interface is a little bit different, but you can get the same information for free if you use the Search Console. So when you have that data, you see the other keywords that you're ranking for. You can simply be strategic about the content that you're adding. Go and add a few hundred or a few thousand more words to posts that are already doing well. Maybe they're ranking number 1, maybe they're ranking in the top 5 or so, but you want to look for posts that Google already likes, are already giving you traffic. You will improve the content on those posts by, adding sections, by adding more content. If it's an affiliate review, maybe you can add more products. If it's an affiliate review and there's a buying guide, maybe you can make the buying guide better. I would refer you to the FAQ method and the RPM method. Again, I'll link up in the description so you can check those out and do further research on how you can beef up a post and even hire, a writer who doesn't know anything about the topic to do research for you and then add more content to those posts. Part 2 on an established site is adding more rich media. So you can add more images, you can add some YouTube videos, actually embed the videos onto your page. Both will add like some SEO on-page relevancy to the specific topic. Now for the images, I highly suggest renaming the images to something keyword rich. Don't keyword stuff, but maybe put a keyword in there so that it is relevant, the image file name's relevant. You should put a caption in there. You should do alt text and, basically provide all the information that you should with an image. For the, the YouTube video, a lot of people ask if you're even allowed to embed videos. The answer is yes. If you click on the share button on YouTube and it has the embed option, sort of an embed tab, you can click that, copy the code, and embed it. YouTube wants people to watch videos. Whoever published the video wants people to watch that video. So if you embed it, everyone's happy. You get good content, YouTube has people watching, and the content creator also has people watching that video. So everybody wins. It's a great situation. So images and videos. And the third thing has 2 parts, links. So there's 2 areas where you can add links. One is internal. So you can link from other posts on your site to the post that you're trying to rank. So that's a great way to do it. You can obviously control the anchor text there. You can control the number of links. And I would suggest just, adding 3 or 4 or 5 links from other posts that are hopefully relevant to the post that you're trying to rank. Again, I would probably use partial matches that are keyword rich for the anchor text. I wouldn't necessarily go all out and put, exact match anchor text, but have a look at your anchor text profile, make a decision based on the real data that you have. Part 2 of links is external links. So links are indeed the #1 factor contributing to rankings. So if you can get guest posts or other types of links out there, external links outside your site, that's one of the best ways to improve your rankings. In those cases, again, I generally like to be conservative, and I would say, partial matches for the anchor text. So there's some keywords in there, but it's a longer phrase. Those tend to be more natural, and you end up not being, too aggressive, in my opinion. So scenario 3, if you have an established site, basically you're able to do more of the same. So you can add more content, you can add more links, both internal and external. And when you look at the content that you can add, you can go pretty deep. And I highly suggest, again, a tool like SEMrush where you can do some deep analysis on keywords that you're ranking for already. And you can really add, targeted content where it's a post that you're already getting traffic. It's a post that you already know is doing well. Google likes the post already. And by adding more content that people are actually searching for on the page already, you're going to be able to rank for more long tail keywords just in general. The additional things that you can do if you already have an established site and you're trying to push rankings up a bit, at this point, right, you potentially maybe have an email list, maybe you have a YouTube channel, maybe you have some social presence. So this is the point where you take advantage of the fact that you have an established site. So you can, for example, send an email out to your list and ask them to visit the page, share it with their friends if they're interested on various channels, right? If you have a big YouTube page, you can share the content there and ask for interaction, ask people to check it out and share it on Facebook. Pinterest, same deal. You can ask people to pin it. You can take advantage of the fact that you have an audience in different areas. Ask people to share it. That is the thing. Sometimes people don't share things if you don't ask. So even if a small percentage of people do, it can make a big difference. Further on, let's say you have a YouTube channel. If you make a YouTube video, covering the topic, maybe you just read it out. You can just pull up your phone, maybe do a live stream, talk about it, and then publish it. In the description for that video, you can place a link to the page you're trying to rank, and you can actually verbally tell people, hey, if you want more information, check out the web page over here, and you can go ahead and send people over there. If you can, do a couple of these things, it will definitely help. Now, I'm not saying it's gonna change overnight or anything, but if you start sending traffic and you start trying some of these more advanced techniques, usually through social channels, you can get a little traction. So even if you don't move up in rankings necessarily right away, you can get referral traffic, and that's a good thing. Google understands that people are coming from, say, Pinterest over to the site, right, to that specific page. Question of the day: what tactics and techniques and strategies do you use to help improve your rankings in Google? Leave a comment below, and remember, take a look at the comments. Some of the best ideas are from the community, and I would love to learn something new today too, so let me know in the comments. I'm Doug Cunnington, founder of Niche Site Project. If you're interested in learning more, be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more information out there. I do free workshops, I do live streams, Q&As, stuff like that, so definitely check it out. Additionally, check out my site, nichesiteproject.com. If you click the green button and sign up for the email list, you'll get a ton of free goodies. Thanks.